then Councilmember Jumaane Williams, and Councilmember Brad Lander. Let me now call on Councilmember Jumaane Williams.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm going to keep my remarks brief on both bills. I do want to say rest in peace also to Bill Lynch. I'm excited to know that I was able to get advice from a man who advised presidents. I do want to say, while my name was first on the bill, I do want to make sure people know that Brad Lander did the lion's share of work on the Inspector General, and I thank him so much. He's been my partner in safety throughout, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank the Speaker and her staff for working with us and getting this bill to the floor. I want to thank my staff, Rance Huff, my Chief of Staff, Kay Bain, my Legislative Budget Director, Stephen Ringel, special shout-out, former Director of Media Relations, was stolen by the Borough President. It's another story. John Fuhrer, Legislative and Communications Aide. Marvin Bing from NAACP. Definitely want to thank CPR, Joo-Hyun Kang, Priscilla Gonzalez, Joanna Miller, Candace Tolliver, and Udi Ofer from NYCLU. SEIU 1199, Lily Carino, George Gresham, Kevin Finnegan, 32BJ, Hector Figueroa, and Kyle Bride. Kyle is present with us. Make the Road, New York, Javier Valdez, Jesus Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez, Working Families Party, Emmanuel Casedo, Dan Cantor, and Bill Lipton, New York Communities for Change, Amelia Adams, UFT, Mike Mulgrew, RWDSU. I want to thank National Action Network, Reverend Al Sharpton, and Tamika Mallory. And a few people who are here, I want to give them a special shout-out. NYCLU, Donna Lieberman, the Executive Director. Also with us, Ben Jealous from the National Action, I'm a little nervous, sorry. National Advancement for the Association of Colored People, Ben Jealous, who has given us support from the beginning. And I also want to thank the actor Benge Akinabe, who we know from The Wire, and from Graceland, who was arrested protesting the issues of stop, question, and frisk, and is with us today. This bill, as we mentioned, will do nothing but help restore some of the trust that has gone between police and the community, and I'm looking forward to its override. Thank you.
This is the part where we sing Happy 70th Birthday to Ronnie Spector? Oh, all right. We had a ceremonial for her before. I apologize. I want to start by thanking the Speaker for the leadership that is enabling us to bring these bills to the floor and pass them today in a historic act. I want to say thank you right back to Councilmember Jumaane Williams for what has been extraordinary leadership that for him began in a moment of real pain, and that he, working with so many other people, have turned into an extraordinary step forward. I want to thank my staff and the Speaker's staff, and I won't go with everyone by name, but the collaboration that helped develop these bills through more than a year of negotiation and amendment and conversation and dialogue to get them right and make them better really is a model for how we should do legislation in New York City. I want to thank my colleagues. The conversation we had, those for it and those against it, on the night of June 26th, did real pride to this body. It was a deep and serious conversation about hard issues, not just the policy issues, but issues of race and safety and neighborhood. And whatever side you're on, I think we elevated the issue, and I think as a result we are taking steps forward that we can all be proud of. And I want to thank that extraordinary coalition, a few of whom are still here and upstairs, but who were out in numbers today, who were out 50,000 strong last year on Father's Day marching down Fifth Avenue, and who I think mirror that passion for a New York City in which everyone can count on being safe and everyone can count on having their civil rights respected. And that's what we all want. I think people who are voting yes on the bills today, people who are voting no on the bills today, we all want a New York City where we're safe walking down our streets. We all want a New York City where it's not a crime to be who you are. We all want a New York City where we can believe in the New York Police Department. We have the good fortune as council members to work closely with commanding officers and beat cops and see the hard work that they do and build bonds of trust. But we also, unfortunately, see what happens when those bonds of trust are frayed because communities are profiled based on their race or religion or sexual orientation or gender identity. What I hope is that we are going to move forward today to come together. Look, the debate around these bills, the campaign around these bills, you can't hide it. It has been difficult and polarizing, and it's involved some name-calling, and I think what we all want is a city where we're safe and civil rights are protected and respected. And let's hope that after today, we can all come back together to achieve that, because I really believe, however people vote on today's bills, those goals are shared by everyone on this floor, everyone on this room, and everyone in this city. Just one or two brief words on Intro 1079, the Inspector General, because there was a veto message, and I just want everyone to feel confident as you vote to override the mayor's veto that there's nothing in the veto message that ought change your mind. The main thing about an Inspector General, as we've said all along, is it's just plain good government to have oversight of government agencies. Every government agency needs it, and certainly agencies of law enforcement need it. And one interesting note, this summer, just before July 4th, the NYPD actually released a report that they commissioned from an outside entity, called for several years, delayed a while, but finally released around allegations of crime statistics downgrading. And I'd urge you to look at it, because I think it's exactly what we want the NYPD Inspector General to do. It found there were a lot of things to be proud of in the way that they were trying to gather crime statistics, and it found that there were, yes, also a bunch of problems. It didn't point fingers or cast blame. It said, here's what's working. It said, here's what's not working. It said, here's some recommendations for how we can improve the practice to have good government and better policing for all New Yorkers. Police Commissioner Ray Kelly, the day the report came out, agreed to adopt every recommendation in the report. And I think it hopefully will set the tone for what our Inspector General will be able to do once appointed early in the new year. Find those areas that the Speaker mentioned where there is some cause for concern, whether that's allegations about inappropriate surveillance of mosques and Muslim students groups, or crash safety investigations, or whether undercover detectives are left in their posts too long. We can't know, based simply on allegations, whether they really are or really aren't problems. We need someone to go in, to do the investigation, to take a look, to give us that report. Where things are going right, they'll tell us where things are going right. Where things need to be corrected, they will make a set of recommendations to do it. They will put us on the path, as the Speaker said, to where our problems don't have to be solved in federal court, where they don't have to have a 2-year campaign, not that we won't do it again if it's necessary, but where instead, early stage, we can get them solved and we can have safe, good, effective government and safe, good, effective policing in all communities. I want to say thank you for this opportunity to everyone. I look forward to voting aye on the Inspector General bill.
Thank you for the legislation, but everyone has conducted themselves with respect and open ears and listened to everyone else. And I want to thank the advocates for the key role they played in that process, having those kind of discussions with us in the council and constantly providing us information. This is a historic day in the City Council as we override these vetoes, and I want to thank everyone for their hard work and their attention, but no one more